Hey, what's up, guys? So this week I did a big old tribute to all the giant monsters that are going to be appearing in legendary new Godzilla verse. So we did Godzilla, we did Mothra, Rodan, Ghidorah, and it all culminated with Kong from Kong Skull Island, and because you got that big movie coming out today, or well, actually yesterday. So what I wanted to do today was I was going to do another giant monster sketch, but it was going to be of Gamera. But what I decided to do instead was I decided to give you guys a quick tutorial on how to draw giant monsters. And I got 4 specific tips that I'm going to give you that's going to help you draw the most badass giant monsters ever. Alright, tip number 1. Your giant monster is supposed to look ancient. And when I say ancient, they're supposed to look old. They're supposed to look like they've been here for millions of years. So you know what that means? That means they gotta have bags under their eyes. They gotta have scars, and they gotta look like they've just been around. So always reference your favorite prehistoric creatures, whether it's dinosaurs, woolly mammoths, saber-toothed tigers, who cares? Reference those types of animals to build your giant monster, your kaiju, and make it look the way that you want it to look. Tip number 2, add something cool to your giant monster. Now look, we're not trying to draw portraits here. You're not just going to take some animal and just blow it up and then that's it. Add something cool to it. Give it a different look. Add some spikes, some scales, something, wings. Mix 2 animals together and make something really nice looking. Like, for instance, with Gamera. Gamera, if you look at it, he's a giant turtle, right? But look at that shell. That shell is super cool. His face is super cool. It's all craggy. He's got tusks like a giant elephant. And then on top of that, he's got like these bony protrusions coming out of his arms. So he looks really badass. And that's the thing. You want to add something to your monster that makes him look really unique. You don't want it to just look stale and, I was lazy. So don't be a lazy artist. Add something cool. Add something unique. That's going to help you draw a nice badass monster. Tip number 3. The eyes have it. That's right. So when you're drawing your badass monster, make sure that you give them you can give them large eyes, but make sure that they're like the iris is kind of nice and beady looking. So that means that when they're about to get to it, they look fierce and they don't look cute and cuddly. So you don't want to give them these big, huge eyes that are nice and friendly. You want to give them something that's going to be a lot more fierce looking. So if you notice, like in my picture with Godzilla, I gave him the all darked out eyes, so the inside of his eyes was real dark except for the iris, which was just this nice bright red dot that I added on there. And then like with King Ghidorah, I gave him these tiny little beady eyeballs, so he really looks like he's about to do something, or he's about to do something really bad to some other monster. So when you're drawing the monster, make sure that you give them really beady eyes, really small eyes, in proportion to their bodies to help really add that fierceness to it. Also, shadows under the eyes, especially for your bad guy monsters. Always remember the little shadows under the eyes, that always makes somebody look a lot more sinister. It works for people, it works for monsters, it works for everything. You got eyes, shadows under the eyes, you're sinister. You're a bad person. Tip number 4, size matters. Remember guys, we're drawing giant monsters. I mean giant monsters, not pocket monsters. So make sure that your proportions are correct in relation to what you're trying to convey towards your audience. If your monster is supposed to be able to look into the 15th floor of a building, he's got to look like that. Everything's got to be super huge, super exaggerated, super muscular, the whole 9 yards. So when you're creating your monster, sometimes it's good to do a size comparison chart, but more importantly, just gotta practice. Practice drawing your monster so that you know exactly how big he's supposed to be every time. So you don't have that strange shape-shifting monster thing going where he's super huge in one panel, but he looks teeny tiny in another. So even in your small panels, he can still look huge because everything will be proportioned correctly. So always remember, size matters, your proportions matter. Make sure you proportion your monsters correctly so that they always are looking as huge and massive as you need them to be for whatever you're drawing. Alright guys, there you have it. So that's 4 tips on how to draw the most badass monsters ever. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Alright guys, it's your boy DKG782. I'm out. Peace.